Wombat, where are you, mate?
Oh, dude, you would not believe the traffic.
Yeah, well, you were meant to be here 3 hours ago, and Thunder Fox are getting quite eager to get on stage.
Yeah, but I didn't realise how bad Sydney traffic was.
Well, you should have taken the pod racer then.
Of course I took the pod racer!
What? You took the pod racer?
Yeah, and apparently this entire city is a no-fly zone.
Well, at least you didn't take the harbour bridge, right?
Google Maps said it was the fastest route.
Welcome on stage, Cricket and Wombat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever official Pop Show! You stole my line.
You got over it, man. You stole my camera.
No, that's not the point. We've got a schedule to run. You've been late this whole time.
I'll quit living in the past. We've got a show to make.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pop Show. I'm Cricket.
I'm Wombat, and you may be asking, what is this show I've stumbled upon?
The Pop Show is a celebration of all things popular culture, both here down under and abroad.
You might say it's a show about entertainment.
I'd say that we're pretty much a variety show. We've got news, interviews, we've even got musical acts.
We've also got just the two of us and a single producer to make this entire show happen. So, be nice in the comments.
Or if you're gonna be mean, try and be funny about it, for God's sake.
That or have a chat.
And you know what? Why don't we just start the discussion off with the news?
Where did this table come from?
It doesn't matter, Wombat. We've got more important things to do.
Right, welcome to the news. These are all the stories that popped into our heads over the last couple of weeks.
I see what he did there.
Wait, I did something?
We are officially going back to the moon, or should I say...
Wait. We have a show to run. Why are we going to the moon?
Look, I've cut a deal with NASA. They're going to stow us away. The first manned mission back to the moon was recently announced by NASA, and while those 4 astronauts won't be landing, they'll definitely be orbiting the Death Star. I mean, moon.
The original Death Star landing inspired a multitude of media works, engineers, scientists, and, of course, conspiracy theories.
Ooh.
Will we ever discover what Pink Floyd wrote an entire album about, or are we going to find out the moon is, in fact, flat?
Well, I'm willing to bet that it was actually just Noel Fielding in disguise all along, and the Mighty Boosh really is a true story.
I definitely would not bet any actual money on that.
What do you mean I can't bet any money, Wombat? I don't have any money.
Millennial problems. Speaking of the Death Star, Return of the Jedi is making its return to the cinemas after an almost 30-year hiatus.
Wombat, we're actually talking about space at the moment.
Oh, I just thought with the whole Death Star thing and...
In other space news, Elon Musk's SpaceX Starship has successfully launched and then proceeded to blow up.
Not the first platform Elon's blown up this year.
And as can be expected, the James Webb Telescope continues to find everything beyond the stars.
Meanwhile, we continue to find disappointment in our parents' hearts.
In video game news,
Zelda Tears of the Kingdom has had an incredibly successful launch, except for when Nintendo started looking up what players were doing in the game.
what were they doing?
They were building rocket ships.
Oh. And finally, Hogwarts Legacy has been released on all previous gen consoles, except for those poor plebs on Switch, which has been delayed until Christmas.
Well, look at it this way, even if it takes another 10 years, the Switch will still be their most recent console.
Ooh, snap.
And continuing our Harry Potter themed news,
Warner Discovery has finally announced that they will be releasing a new Harry Potter series on HBO Max.
the $7 billion film franchise has spawned off the spin-offs Fantastic Beasts video games and also a live on Universal Studio theme park. The series will run for a total of 10 seasons, with the first seasons comprising 1 book each and the latter seasons stretching out over 2. Did you put your name in the goblet of fire? But wait, there's more, because Mario has become the highest grossing video game film of all time, clocking in at a whopping
$1 billion.
That's right, it has also become the 4th highest grossing animated film of all time.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, Wombat, I actually haven't seen the movie.
Neither have I.
Okay. I know Jack Black.
I know Jack Black.
Great. Okay, let's talk about Jack Black then.
Welcome to the Jack Black Show.
Yeah!
That's not bad.
Thank you.
Jack Black's love of video games and singing is well known among fans. However, speaking with the BBC, he stated, "There are some great games that have yet to be explored in television or film. Maybe there's going to be a Red Dead Redemption movie. There should be, because I think it has just as good or an even better story than The Last of Us.
Ooh, that's a bit of a controversial take there, but I'm not saying I disagree with it.
That, and I would really love to see Jack Black in any of them.
Oh, we know you'd love to see Jack Black in anything.
And that's why we had a whole segment on him. Hey, Cricket.
Yeah?
Want to feel old?
No.
Too bad, because it has been 20 years since School of Rock came out, and Jack Black has confirmed we are getting a reunion.
No.
No.
I'm not doing this.
You don't want a School of Rock reunion?
I'm not old!
Our first guest is a YouTuber, Twitch streamer, and all-around good dude.
However, he was in Australia while we were still in pre-production, so the following interview may sound and look just a little different.
You definitely looked a lot better back then as well.
You definitely look just as bad.
In any case, we hope you enjoy our first interview.
Welcome on stage, Jimmy here.
It is Wednesday, my dude.
Take a seat.
Welcome.
Take a
Thanks for
seat.
having me.
Oh, thanks for coming. It is an honor, I want to say. Because
honor.
it's guest number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are.
And welcome to a land down under.
Thank you.
Now, this
Glad
is
to be here.
your third visit, is that right?
Third visit.
But your longest.
Yeah, the first time I stayed was 3 weeks, then 1 week, and now solid 4 weeks.
How are you finding Australia now that you've been here long enough to get over jet lag?
It's really not too much different than the States. Like, aside from driving on the other side of the road and a bunch of storefronts that kind of don't make too much sense to me, it's really similar. It's a bit cleaner though, at least compared to like LA. Your guys' internet's not quite as good.
Oh, no.
I have at home, I have fiber, so 1,000 upload, 1,000 download.
Yep. Which is what we were meant to have.
Yeah, it's I did a live stream the other day, and I think I had about like out of like a 3-hour stream, I think I had like 45 minutes of downtime because it was just
Wow.
disconnected.
I'm surprised you didn't say
problematic.
45 minutes of working time, to be honest.
We apologize profusely for everything.
It's okay.
That you've had to
I should
suffer
just send a couple angry tweets. They'll change it for me, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So you kind of rose to popularity with the It's Wednesday, my dudes
Yeah.
meme on Vine, which ironically enough, it is Wednesday, my dudes. We are recording this on a Wednesday. So yeah.
Totally planned, 100%. Yeah, the Vine days. I mean, that was something, I feel like from a young age, I always was class clown, goof, center of attention. Me and my buddies in high school, we made like a bunch of weird abstract skits and stuff. We'd upload them on YouTube. I don't even know if they're still up there, but they could be. It was really stupid stuff, to be fair, no real point. But even back then, I liked being in front of the camera and just being an idiot. My first following was on an app called iFunny. And iFunny is this hellscape of a meme app. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, but it's where I got my start. I was a League of Legends like parody account almost. I named my account after like a league champion, and I would post only league content, and people were starting to follow me off that. Started to do more creative things, like really cringy things though. Like I would rap battle other accounts that were, it was bad, but it was fun. We were just goofing around, we were just like rap battling each other in character. Then eventually I was like, wait, I can take my following and tell them to come watch me on Twitch because I'm gonna play League of Legends. They all follow me for League. It's the perfect formula. So it actually started to kind of take off, and I was hosting tournaments and getting above 100 viewers, and things were looking pretty good. And then I just kind of ran out of time. I had to work a full-time job, I had to pay rent, and I think as it happens to a lot of people, it's a hobby until it's not. But back then, it wasn't making any money, But then January 2016, put on the Spidey suit and did the Wednesday thing. I was a big fan of memes, of course. I don't know how many people know this, but like the Wednesday meme, I didn't like make up the phrase or anything. It was actually the frog meme, like the original like text meme. I loved that meme so much that I just basically created a salute to the meme. So I said the line, did the scream,
And the rest is history.
and yeah, just let it fly. And The things that did the best never had any expectations. And sometimes, I think for a lot of people that accidentally step into that kind of thing, like content creation, sometimes it's the stuff that you put the least amount of effort into that do the best. But I think that's because it's stuff that you're just in your element. You're just doing it because you love it, and that's why it's the most natural. And Vine was a simple app, but it had like a hot section or like a trending section. I remember the first time I went on there, I was like, holy, this is so cool. And I was expecting it to go away like after the week. But then Wednesday, of course, rolls back around. And it was literally like week after week after week. Every Wednesday, the video would come back onto the hot page. You know, I'd get to sit there and watch the views count up in real time. Sometimes it would be going up by like 10,000 at a time.
Wow.
Like every like 5-second refresh. It was insane.
Is there any special talents that you want to reveal to the world?
I'm not a super talented guy, you know. Not great at sports, unless you count running. Can do cross country pretty well, or at least I could when I was more in shape. The only thing that I usually flex is I'm really good at DDR. I'm Dance Dance Revolution, I grew up on that. I grew up in arcades. I would spend a ton of time at like, there was a cyber cafe. I'd go play WoW and League of Legends with my friends, but then I would dip out and be like, yo, I'm gonna go play some DDR. And they had they had the whole arcade cabinet there, and I spent hours playing it, and I got really damn good. And I was in such good shape in high school. I would go run cross country, go run like, 6-7 miles, go to the cyber cafe and play DDR on like max difficulty for a few more hours. And
Who says video games are bad for your health?
that's what I'm saying. When I play for people, it's like, they're like, how do you even do that? Because it's really fast. I'm pretty good.
So you mentioned you had some big projects coming up. Is there anything you can tell us about what the future holds?
Yeah, I mean, I've been formulating a couple different show ideas, and the one that's the most practical is the one that I'm gonna be launching. It's going to be fairly similar to what I do with the You Laugh, You Lose. I'm going to be in front of a camera, I'm gonna be watching videos, but it's kind of gonna be taking elements from, I guess, like popular shows.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be me in control this time though. Normally, my community, they bring me the videos and I'm kind of on the spot. I have to try not to laugh, and it's kind of this whole shtick. But instead, for this show, I'm gonna be bringing the content to the people. I'm gonna be handpicking stuff. It's going to be a bit more curated. Me being able to be in my element while having a little bit more control is gonna be really cool. There's so many ideas that I've got in my head that I want to execute on. So I'm just trying to, I guess, be as successful as I can doing the things that I'm doing now so that I can continue down this path and keep doing what I love, which is making people laugh, smile, entertain.
Well, we loved having you on. Thank you very much again for coming in.
My pleasure.
Hopefully next time you come back to Australia, you can take us out to an arcade and we'll test you on DDR.
Oh, you'll lose.
I have no doubt, but we'll still test your word.
It'll be fun.
Now, we have one last thing for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pop Racer. Here on Rainbow Road, our guests will get to pick between one of 3 cars. First cab off the rank, we have the classic Batmobile. Second up, the slightly spicy DeLorean. We've tweaked her, and she'll do more than 88. And finally, from a galaxy far, far away, we have the Pod Racer. Once our guests have selected their car, they will have just 10 minutes on the track to post the fastest possible lap time that they can before we record their time for all of history here on our leaderboard. So Jimmy, there are 3 choices for you to race Rainbow Road on. We have the Batmobile, the DeLorean, and of course, the Pod Racer.
So, which one will you choose?
I'm a sucker for the Batmobile. I'm not
Good
gonna
choice, good choice.
lie. I'm ready.
Cricket's gonna get you set up on Rainbow Road, but in the meantime, we're heading over to our musical guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our first ever musical guest. It is Thunder Fox with their new single, Right Place, Wrong Time!
Met this one girl from Texas. Go to the show in the Tesla, front row with her nose all snowed up. Said she liked my band, she was a fan, she was on a hunt for a big one. I think she wanna ooh, I think she wanna I think she wanna fight. Said she wanna party with me. I told her that's the kind of thing that no one wants to see. She's really an intelligent being. I told her no, telepathy. She's in the right place at the wrong time. When I thought it was too good to decline. She's in the right place at the wrong time. Guess I'll see her in another life. I wanna get in trouble. Really, I understand. I can be sexy on the night. You can tell I'm a naughty boy by the tattoos on my thigh. Said she wanna get to know me. I told her that's the kind of thing that no one wants to see. Said come back to my Airbnb. I told her no, through telepathy. She's in the right place at the wrong time. When I thought it was too good to decline. She's in the right place at the wrong time. Guess I'll see her in another life. She's in the right place at the wrong time. When I thought it was too good to decline. She's in the right place at the wrong time. Guess I'll see her in another life. Yeah. At the wrong time. When I thought it was too good to decline. She's in the right place at the wrong time. Guess I'll see her in another life. She's in the right place at the wrong time. When I thought it was too good to decline. She's in the right place at the wrong time. Guess I'll see her in another life. At the right place. She's at the wrong time. She's at the right place. She's in the right place at the wrong time. She's at the right place. She's at the wrong time. She's at the right place. She's in the right place at the wrong time.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the one and only Thunder Fox. If you want to hear more, be sure to check them out on social media. They're on just about every platform, and of course, we'll have links down in the description. If you want to show your support, buy a shirt, buy a tote bag, watch this show. You can hear them every single week during our intro. And of course, stay tuned for more pop.
So, Jimmy, because it's your first time on track and as our inaugural guest on the Pop Show, we decided we're going to take it a little easy on you, so I'm going to show you how a real pro does it, all right? You just watch. Oh, now we're hitting the fabled 88. Let's go! Oh my God, no!
Wow, you look like you just gave a crash course.
I don't want to talk about it, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy's run is up, and it is now time to review the final lap.
The biggest question is, how strong will his time be, and will it last the test of time here on the Pop Show?
And more importantly, how far above cricket will he be?
We will find out right now.
And here we go.
Pick up the gas.
Oh, is that like
A little bit of air.
Like 5 seconds in, he's already taken the wheels off the ground.
He's certainly pushing for something a bit extreme.
Clean, pretty clean.
He is absolutely flying through there.
Absolutely, that first Mario corner, he has got a bit of confidence. Look at that speed, Wombat. He's absolutely gunning it.
Okay, turn.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, and he's just clipped us.
A bit of time could probably be made up there in future runs.
For those playing at home and those wanting to ride the Rainbow Road, that's one spot you don't want to mess up.
You know, you gotta feel sorry for the cameraman out here. I'm not even sure what he's standing on.
I'd be more concerned about how he's breathing in the cold depths of space. He's gaining a bit more boisterousness about this. I feel like he's a man with nothing to lose. Or at least everything to lose, because this is the first trial. The honor is at stake.
Well, I mean, there's nothing for him to lose because we paid for the car.
As he comes up to this final corner, is Jimmy going to gun it home and be the man to say that it is Wednesday, my dudes?
If we had a little GoPro down at his feet, we'd see them planted to the floor. And he's across the line, and that is
Man overboard!
oh! Taken over by the rainbow! Oh, I'm in space! Ah!
Well, that's gonna cost so much to repair.
Do we know a good panel beater?
No, but I think we can find the money. I just gotta cut your salary for the rest of the season.
What? And with that, Jimmy comes in with a time of 1:37.6.
That fantastic effort has placed him at the top of the leaderboard, although there's also nobody else on the leaderboard.
In any case, we'll see how that carries over, and we'll see how Thunder Fox does, so tune in next week.
I don't know if that's fair. Don't they get like 6 entries?
Good question. One representative from a team. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Local Legends, where we give a bit of a spotlight to Australian creatives. Some known, others unknown.
It's really more of a celebration of the Aussie industry. Filmmakers, game designers, writers, visual artists, if you make something in Australia, we want to celebrate it. Actually, I just heard of a chap called Hugh Jackman who's apparently doing a film with Reynolds.
Ooh, Reynolds.
I know!
That's
An
a big
American
deal.
star! It must be so exciting to be him.
Very exciting.
Sorry, I was thinking about his abs. What were we doing?
Our first Local Legend spotlight goes to Lachlan Pendragon, a Brisbane filmmaker who made his mark on the world by being the first Australian to be nominated for an Academy Award in Best Animated Short Film.
He was also the first Australian to be robbed of said Academy Award, but that's a different story. An Ostrich Told Me the World is Fake, and I Think I Believe It is a stop-motion animated short that Lachlan made as part of a research project for his PhD. A PhD!
A PhD!
We're both fucking uni dropouts!
I know.
That's what we've been doing wrong. The film is a somewhat meta short, seemingly drawing influence from the likes of The Truman Show and other office-based media that doesn't star Steve Carell.
The film immediately sets our perspective by showing most of it through the monitor of a screen, all the while showing the hands of God that manipulate the environment within the film, giving the audience a unique glimpse into how much actually goes into stop-motion animation.
Maybe we should show the audience how much effort goes into making this show.
What do you mean? No effort goes into making this show.
This comedic and yet somewhat horrifying short fits a lot into 15 minutes and plays on some fantastic tropes of the genre.
While the film sadly did not take home the gold, it undoubtedly deserves its place on the world stage.
Which is why we're here presenting it with the first Local Legends, which we definitely have an actual trophy for, and this isn't just CG sitting in front of us.
Ooh, very pretty.
Thanks, Mr. Producer, sir.
Anyway, here's the trailer.
Ah, Neil. How are your sales coming along?
Oh, they're, oh.
Neil?
Hey, this is gonna sound weird. I think we're living in an artificial universe.
What was that?
An ostrich told me the world is fake, and I think I believe it.
An ostrich?
It's probably easier if you come see for yourself.
And that
that's a wrap. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. As this first show comes to a close, we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for staying in here, and we truly hope you had at least half as much fun watching this as we did making it.
Big thank you to Jimmy here for being our first guest, and also to Thunder Fox for delivering that amazing performance.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
I'm Cricket.
I'm Wombat.
We'll see you next time.
Shotgun taking the pod racer home.
Oh, no, you're not. You are not taking the pod racer home. You crashed the last time we did this.
We can afford another.